I was just reading this book. I was thinking about all of these books. Do you know what they're all about? The fact that Jesus is amazing! I got so excited there. Whoop. But it's true. Jesus is amazing. Everything about him was amazing. What he did, how he loved people, and what he does for us. It's all so amazing. I can't help but be carried away. Oh, I'm just so excited. All month we're talking about how Jesus is amazing. And do you know what? When our hearts are overflowing with the fact that Jesus is amazing, what do we have to do? Worship. And the way we worship this morning is to sing and to dance. And so I just can't wait to get to it any longer. Let's go and have worship together. Are you ready? Okay.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa. Whoa. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Sing along now. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you
God loves us, and He gave His only Son. He is awesome, Jesus. Nothing can stop Him. awesome Jesus. Nothing can stop him, he's too strong. Now we're singing, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. Because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. Because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever.
Woo! Oh, that was so good. I love that song and good dancing. Oh, I feel all ready for the story. And it is almost time. Okay, all month we are talking about how Jesus is amazing. And each week we're going to look at a specific way he is amazing. And this week we are talking about how Jesus' healing is amazing. What is healing? Well, when you fall down and get a cut on your knee, and then it gets all better and there's no cut anymore, that's healing. Your knee has been healed. Or sometimes when your feelings are hurt and you're sad, maybe your heart needs healing. And when you feel better and you move through those feelings, your heart has been healed. Jesus heals in all kinds of ways. And today we are going to see how he healed someone very specifically. So let's wait no longer and get to the Ollie story, and I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Ho, ho! You know what time it is?
Time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. At the Wonder Clubhouse.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai. Lucy told us all this amazing stuff about outer space. So, my friends and I decided to decorate the whole clubhouse to look like outer space. And we're playing Out of This World. This is Saturn. It's one of the planets in outer space and it has these cool rings all around it. Wow. Look, I'm pretending to be Saturn and these are my rings. Let's see if I can make them twirl. Do you know what else is in space? Stars. Manny has been learning all about them. He made these amazing glittery stars to hang in the clubhouse. They are so cool. I love how all of my friends each did something to help decorate the clubhouse so we can play out of this world.
Ho, ho!
It's Holly.
Hello, Kai. Ho, ho! Visiting the stars, are you?
Yes, my friends and I are pretending we're in outer space. Everybody's helping decorate the clubhouse.
Friends can do amazing things. It's true. There are friends who help in the Bible, too. Listen to this story. Just follow me through. Ho, ho!
Follow me through, who?
to the Cupcake Food Truck. I'm Aisha. It's so good to see you today. I've been working on making the most out of this world amazing cupcakes. Do you want to see them? Great! Ta-da! Get it? Out of this world? Because they're planets and stars? You didn't come for the planet cupcakes, you came for a story. And boy, do I have one for you. If you're ready for the story, on the count of 3, yell, "Tell me a story." 1, 2, 3. Tell me a story. Okay, so today's true story from the Bible is once again an amazing story about Jesus. There he is! There's Jesus! Now, there are so many amazing things about Jesus. He's God's son, he's an amazing teacher, and today we'll see Jesus do something no one else could do. Check this out. One day, Jesus came to town, and when people heard he was there, they came running. Watch out! That's a lot of people in one little house. They were just so excited to see Jesus, but they weren't the only ones. There was this man who was carried by 4 of his friends because he couldn't walk. When the man and his friends heard Jesus was in town, they wanted to go see him. They knew he could do amazing things, but the house was full of people and they could not get in the front door. What do you think the friends did? Do you think they gave up and went home? Or do you think they found a way inside? Yes, they found a way inside. They decided to climb up on the roof. All right, everyone, pretend you're climbing. Okay, we made it. Good job. Now, they're on the roof. How are they going to get their friend inside? They need to dig a hole in the roof. Everybody, dig a hole with me. The friends dug a hole in the roof and lowered the man to Jesus. When Jesus saw how much the man and his friends believed that he could help, Jesus did something amazing. Jesus told the man to get up and walk. And he did! Jesus made him all better. All the people who were there were amazed. Show me your amazed face. They said, "We have never seen anything like this. Jesus is God's son and can do things no one else can do. He is out of this world amazing." Did you like the story? If you did, give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up! Hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who is amazing?
Jesus is amazing. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who is amazing?
Jesus is amazing. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it. Bye!
So there's your story, and it's all true. Some friends carried a man, so Jesus could help him in amazing ways too.
Thanks, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
Jesus is amazing. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it? Got it! Good. Jesus is so amazing. I think I'm going to go see my friends so I can tell them all about this story. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Wow, there are so many things that are amazing about today's story. First is Jesus, of course, he is amazing. And second, his healing is amazing. But you know what the other amazing thing is? That man's friends knew that Jesus is amazing. And so they used all of their creativity and their energy to make sure that their friend who needed healing got to see Jesus. How awesome! And that reminds me of our memory verse. Let's practice it together now. It goes, everyone who heard him was amazed. Luke 2:47. Everyone who heard him was amazed. Luke 2:47. Those friends must have been amazed by Jesus because they made sure that their friend, who they knew Jesus would heal, got to see him. Oh, so cool. In fact, I think it's so cool that we should be ready to worship and dance together again. I know I'm ready, so let's do it. And I'll come back and see you before the elementary story.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Come sunshine or rain, when things don't go my way, still my joy can stay. 'Cause you give me blessings every day. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
Everything I want, everything I need, you are. When nobody else is listening to me, you are. Before my heart took its first beat, you already loved me, Lord. And in your kindness, you saved me. You're all that I'm living for. Oh, amazing is the way you give your life away, so I could be alive forever. I want the world to know. I want my life to show the never-ending love of my Savior. I wanna live your love. I wanna live your love. Ooh. Everywhere I go, always there with me, you are. No matter what may come, the strength that I need, you are. You are. Before my heart took its first beat, you already loved me, Lord. Yes. And in your kindness, you saved me. You're all that I'm living for. Oh, whoa. Amazing is the way you give your life away, so I could be alive forever. I want the world to know. I want my life to show the never-ending love of my Savior. I wanna live your love. I wanna live your love. Ooh. Your love is the reason I'm free. I'm forgiven and singing. Your love is the reason I am free. I'm forgiven and singing. Your love is the reason I am free. I'm forgiven and singing. Amazing is the way you give your life away, so I could be alive forever. I want the world to know. I want my life to show the never-ending love of my Savior. I wanna live your love. I wanna live your love.
Where was that book I was reading earlier? Ooh, where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Whew, good. I need it because I have to return it to a friend. I borrowed it, and it is my responsibility to return it. Responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what's expected of you, and it's expected that I return this book, and I want to be trusted. I'll add it to the stack. Earlier I said that all of these books were written because Jesus is amazing, and it's true. They are, and Jesus is amazing. And last month we talked about one of the reasons that God sent Jesus is to show us how to live. So people write books because he is amazing, but because we also want to live like Jesus did. So they write books thinking about how we do that, how we live like Jesus showed us to live. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming. I mean, look how many books are here. How many pages is that? I've not read all of these. Do you have to? Do you have to read all of these books to know how to live like Jesus? No. Thankfully, they are awesome and it's good to be curious and read, but you don't have to. Jesus made it really simple for us. He told us how to live and he showed us how to do it. Last week, he made it really simple. Week 1, he said the most important thing is to love God and love others. And today, we're going to look at another story he told that shows us another really important part of being a part of his kingdom and living like he did. So let's get to the story and have Jesus tell us another way we can live in his kingdom. And I'll meet you back here in a few minutes.
Done! Oh, here we go. Hi, I'm Erica. You ever play concentration? Or some people call it memory.
My friends and I play it all the time. I'm the best at it.
The object, if you don't already know the rules, is to find 2 cards that match. Boom! So, my friends and I have added a rule. Anytime you make a match, you
Get candy! Candy, 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 candy.
What can I do? It's a rule, and rules are part of life. Yes! You've got to talk about rules when you're talking about responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Of course, the rules don't say I have to eat candy every time I get a match. So, usually, I save it for later. This is what I've won so far. I mean, what can I say? I know how to pick 'em. My friends are like, you're too good at this game. Give us some candy. And I'm like, get your own. I might have a problem. Now, today's story is one that Jesus told about a man who had a little problem with sharing. Who knows what that's like? I'll see you in a bit. Mine.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 12, verses 13 through 21.
Everywhere Jesus went, large crowds followed him. Some really wanted to learn and change. Some were just curious. Others, like the religious leaders, listened to Jesus' words so they could trap him with tricky questions. But there were some people who just wanted Jesus to back them up, to tell them that their way was the right way. One of these was a man, we'll call him Ezra.
Teacher! Hey! Teacher!
Ezra's demand was loud enough that everyone stopped talking to look at him.
Are you gonna let me through or what?
Ezra shoved through the crowd, dragging another man behind him, his brother.
Teacher, you've got to tell my brother here that he has to divide the family property with me.
Ezra's brother looked like he wanted to sink straight into the ground. Jesus turned to Ezra.
Friend, who made me judge or umpire between you?
People listen to you. I thought you could, just settle this. Tell my brother I'm right.
Watch out. Be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has.
That is not what I asked.
Jesus didn't argue with the man. Instead, he told a story, a parable. If he had told this story today, it might sound just a little something like this. There once was a rich man whose field grew a fantastic crop of grain. Perhaps it was corn. His manager brought him the good news.
Sir, we're set to bring in a bumper harvest of cobs and kernels.
Yes! Go me!
Oh, well, your employees did an excellent job of preparing the fields.
Go me!
And there was a lot of sunshine.
Go me!
And just the right amount of rain.
Go me!
Yes, go you.
Harvest the crop at once!
Well, we're working on that. There's just a little problem.
Problem? Who messed up? Fire them at once!
Oh, no. It's a good problem. You don't have enough barn space to store all your grain.
Huh. I'm just too successful. Go me.
Well, I was thinking you could share some of the grain.
Share it?
Well, yes. Some extra bushels for your employees, maybe give some of it away, popcorn for all the kids in town, hold a cornbread festival for everyone.
But it's all mine.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I can store up all the extra grain for myself.
Oh.
See to it. I want those new barns up by the time the corn harvest is in.
Yes, sir.
The old barns were torn down and brand new, bigger barns were built.
Perfection. Is the corn harvest complete?
Yes, sir. All finished.
Excellent. Have the men store it all in these new barns immediately.
But they're so tired.
I said immediately.
Yes, sir.
At last, the rich man's entire corn crop was stored in his shiny new barns. He settled back in a comfy deck chair and surveyed his property as the sun set.
Go me! Self, you've done pretty well for yourself. You got grain stored away for a lot of years to come.
He popped a gourmet corn chip into his mouth.
Self, take it easy. Eat, drink, and live it up.
You foolish man.
The rich man nearly choked on his chip.
Excuse me?
The rich man looked around, but he could see no one. He was entirely alone.
Oh, great. Is this supposed to be some God moment where I discover what I've been doing wrong?
That's exactly what it was.
You foolish man. Tonight I will take your life away from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?
Could we come up with a different ending to this story?
But there was no way out for the rich man. He had chosen to focus only on what he could keep for himself. Jesus wrapped up his parable by explaining,
That is how it will be for whoever stores things away for themselves, but is not rich in the sight of God.
We don't know how Ezra responded, but maybe, just maybe, he started worrying less about getting more of his family's stuff. Maybe he started to care a little more about sharing what he did have with his brother.
Jesus told the story of a rich man. He had more than enough food for himself to eat, and he kept it all. Every last grain. Don't misunderstand me. There's nothing wrong with saving. It's good to save your allowance money for that new toy you want. It's good to save candy for later instead of eating it all at once. But saving wasn't the problem with the rich man. No. His problem was his heart. He loved himself and his stuff more than he loved other people. And that's not good, because people are always more important than stuff. You see, I can't say that I'm a follower of Jesus if I'm going to be selfish with the things I have. Those things don't match. It's our responsibility to share with others, and we all have something we can share. Maybe you have time to share, or money, or candy. You're going to have all kinds of chances in your life to share with someone who has less than you. Don't miss your chance. Here's a rule for life to remember today. Share what you have. I've got candy to share next time I see my friends. I've got clothes I don't wear anymore that I could donate. And I've got time if anyone wants to play concentration with me later. Although I warn you, I'm pretty much the best at it. See you next time. I'll save you some candy.
Jesus often taught in parables, and parables are stories that are meant to teach us something about God's kingdom. And today he told this story of a man who grew tons of crop, and instead of thinking to share it, he thought, I'll just build more barns to save it for myself. And Jesus tells this story, and it seems obvious to us that Jesus' point is we should share what we have. But he told the story because it's not natural for us. It's natural for us to build bigger barns, save it for ourselves, only worry about me. Jesus knew that our hearts are naturally inclined to be selfish. And so he told this story to remind us that his way, the way of the kingdom and the way of God's heart, is to be generous and to share what we have. And so every day we have to look and say, what do I have and how can I share it? Sometimes that's going to be an encouraging word. Sometimes it's going to be cookies. I have 2 cookies. Now you have 1. I have 1. You have 1. There are lots of ways to share what you have. It's not always just your physical things or your money or your toys. Sometimes it's an encouraging word. It's including someone else on the playground in your game. There's lots of ways to share what you have. And Jesus wants to remind us over and over again that that's an important part of living in his kingdom. It's being kind. So this is a really great story. And I want every day this week to you to kind of think and reflect, what can I do to share what I have with someone else today? Be curious. Let's do it together. I'm very curious to see how this week will go for all of us. I'm excited. There's lots of ways God reminds us how to live in his kingdom. And one of those ways is scripture, is the words in the Bible. And that's why we have memory verses. Yes. So let's practice this month's memory verse together right now. It's a good one. It's from Luke 16:10. It says, suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. Luke 16:10. How amazing. I love these stories. It really does make me curious to hear more and more about how to live in God's way. Oh, so curious. In fact, I actually was thinking about wanting to learn more about what God says in Romans. I think these books are, whoa! Oops, overzealous again. All right, okay guys. Well, I hope you have a good week, and I look forward to being curious with you again next week.